Money Matters or 1-877-FTC-HELP. 1-877-382-4357.
The policeman who caught our son drinking said, try Al-Anon family groups. Are you troubled by someone else's drinking? You might be surprised at what you could learn in an Al-Anon family group from people just like you. Call 1-888-4-AL-ANON or go to alanon.org.
Okay, Jim's working. Today is Tuesday, September 26, 2023. I call the village board meeting order. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Bush? Trustee Frankie?
Here.
Trustee Jerish?
Here.
Trustee Miller?
Here.
Trustee Prochnow? Here. Trustee Schmidt?
Here. Okay, all board members are present tonight. Tonight we're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance, and we have an invocation from Pastor Nogata from the Village Point Church. Everyone please rise. Pastor, if you would, please.
Well, let's pray. Creator God, we thank you for the gift of life. We acknowledge your power and control over the universe, though things around us are uncertain, constantly changing. Those seasons come and go. You are always constantly remain faithful in every season. Now, Lord, I pray for tonight's meeting. I pray that there will be hope in place of despair, and trust in place of doubt, peace in place of disorder, and unity in place of division. I pray that you would give Mayor Johnson and the trustees compassion and wisdom and the courage to lead Elk Grove Village with integrity, seeking not their own interests and personal agendas, but by putting the interest of others first, of our community first. Finally, I pray for all of us this evening in this room that we will recognize our own need for God in our lives, that without Him we can do nothing. So I pray that your kingdom would come and your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Amen.
Amen.
The flag's to my right. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Folks, please be seated. Pastor, hang on. Thank you, my friend, for coming. Pastor just showed me the work they did inside the church, and I'll tell you, it's beautiful. I cannot wait to see it. The glass, the lighting, all that is really unbelievable. So I'm glad to see the investment. Nope, a little extra chocolate to help you energy-wise. We thank you for coming, Pastor, and everything. Thank you. Okay, good night. We move on to the approval of the minutes of September 12th, 2023.
I move that we approve the minutes of the September 12th, 2023 meeting as presented and dispense with the reading.
We have a motion by trustee Prochnow, a second by trustee Frankie. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Let the record show unanimous approval. We now move on to Mayor and Board of Trustees report. We will have a signing ceremony in a couple minutes here, not too long, but a few items I want to go through quickly here. First off, let me make sure I get my right pages here. We had, thank you. We went to the Yamazin grand opening. Yamazin built a big facility in the Northwest, what's it called? Northwest Point. We finally had the grand opening. They finished during COVID and wanted to wait, and it was a nice turnout, very well event. A beautiful day, actually, weather-wise, and I'm glad they're doing well. This is their North American headquarters. They moved from Schaumburg, came to Elk Grove, doubled the size, and you actually almost triple the size, and it's doing very well. Had a good event there. Also, on Saturday, or Friday the 15th, Saturday the 16th, we have Oktoberfest. I'll let Trustee Frankie talk about that. But we also had our parade on Saturday. God stopped the rain just in time. And the crowd was much more than we thought would be there, especially once it got past Victoria. By the tennis courts, it got real crowded all the way to the end. Ran out of candy and all. So turned out very nice, good weather, great Oktoberfest. And for the parents out there listening and paying attention, we'll get more face painters, a couple more bouncing things for next year. It's just getting so popular. And that's a great thing. That's what we want. Community coming together, having a good time, and a lot of fun. So that went very well, too. We did get a nice proclamation from our State Senator Laura Murphy, State of Illinois Senate, from the Illinois Senate, Village Elk Grove, in recognition for the Elk Grove Village being named Business Facility Magazines as the nation's top business park for the second consecutive year. We talked about this earlier. It's nice the state picked up on it and recognized how well our business park, now 2 years in a row, is the #1 business park in America. So we're excited about that, proud of that, and glad that we were recognized for it. Also, I know Director Michael's here. We did our check on places for alcohol sales to underage people, and once again, not one establishment sold to an underage informant. So, again, good compliance. Ever since we changed the laws, we've had nothing but good compliance, and we're very happy our businesses are listening and protecting the young people out there. Also, we had on September 21st, the Community Care Coalition, I know you'll be talking about that more later, had their 20th anniversary breakfast, went very well, and good turnout.
It was
Big crowd.
Yep.
So that went well, glad that happened. Also on Saturday, this past Saturday, I went to Kenneth Young for their outreach for people who are fighting the disease of addiction. Again, the disease of addiction, and we had a good event there. And speaking of that, last night I got a phone call from a gentleman that lives here in the village. His son, who's not a young kid, he's in his 30s, he reached out to me. His son needs some help with the disease of alcohol addiction. And I directed him toward the Elk Grove Cares here at the police department. And today they came in, and his son's now getting the help he needs. And so Elk Grove Cares helps a lot of people. Almost 200 people now has gone into the program. And we've got several that have been in the program the full 5 years, still doing well, still staying clean. Again, it's the disease of addiction. And again, like any disease, we're there to help. And we're very glad this young man's getting the help he needs and helping his father and family cope with this illness. Also, grants. A lot of our businesses received almost $700,000 in DECO grants from the state of Illinois to help them because of the effects of COVID. These are restaurant grants and hotel grants. The business Elk Grove that got the help was Dunkin' Donuts, Munchies, Belvedere Banquets, Microphone Brewery, Real Time Sports Bar and Grill, Hotels, Country and Suites, Sheridan, Super 8, and Windham Garden. So we're glad that they're able to take advantage of it. They went out for applications just this past April, and the state has already awarded the money. And again, almost $700,000 to business here in Elk Grove. We're glad to see that happening. We also had, over Labor Day weekend, our police do the Click It Ticket program. Do a phenomenal job in conjunction with the state of Illinois. It always blows me away. 181 seatbelt violations. With the police out there, 9 speeding violations with the police out there. Don't ask me. Driver's license, insurance violations. I'm still shocked they only caught, trying to see here, Rich, 38 cell phone. I'm sorry, 48 cell phones. I always thought it'd be more than that, but violations. So police do a good job reminding people to drive safe and not be distracted. Bear with me, making sure I got everything here. Okay, before we go on to the, October 17th, 3 weeks from tonight, here in the council chambers, 6:30 p.m., we're holding our fourth or fifth town hall meeting right here. People can come ask any question they want. We'll have all the board members here, all management staff here. So police, director of police, fire chief, public works, engineering, well, someone from public works, engineering, finance will be here, our clerk will be here. So we'll have everyone here. Come ask any questions you want, concerned about something, just an answer. If you can't make it, we do accept questions. You can email questions in. So, and we get to those as we can. So we welcome everyone to come that day for that.
It'll be televised, correct?
It'll be televised live on Channel 6 You can do it on Channel 6, or you can get it on your computer under looking up elkgrove.org. So, yep, any way to see it and what's going on. Here are things that are happening in the community. The next thing I want to do is talk a little bit about an issue that happened this past Thursday night. And I would rather give a statement that makes it easier on that, and then I'll give you some thoughts after that. We've heard your concern about why the village did not send out notification in regard to the search for individuals fleeing a crash scene near I-290 and Beachfield Road. First of all, I want to make clear that the police department and all village employees put public safety first. However, I want to acknowledge that we should have done a better job keeping the public informed about what was taking place in review of last week's event. For those who wish we had been more proactive in communicating information to you as the incident was unfolding, I do apologize. As Mayor, I take full responsibility for those actions. We have seen a few individuals placing the blame for this on the village not having a permanent police chief. The decisions made that evening were not impacted by who was leading the police department. So Director Michael does not deserve any blame on that situation at all. Remember, when I made the decision to appoint Rich Michael as Director of Police, I was clear that his primary role was, and continues to this day, to identify opportunities for further development and strengthening of the police department's command staff. He is helping to guide the agency on a course for long-term success, and until a permanent leader is identified, I said then, and I'll say it again, this will be a 6 to 12 month process. I think we've been in about 5 months now. Am I right, Chief? Director? Excuse me. With that being said, the village and our public safety teams consistently and constantly review our procedures and protocols to ensure the highest level of service to this community. When it comes to notifying the public about ongoing incidents, we always try to strike a balance between sharing information with the public while also not alarming unnecessarily the residents. Additionally, there are many situations that our police and fire departments respond to where it would be neither necessary nor appropriate to share information with the public. But this was not one of those situations. It should have been shared. Rest assured, our staff will be reviewing this incident as well as factors we consider when making decisions about to use our emergency notification system so that we can do a better job of keeping the public informed and moving forward. Now, I'll give you an example. Today we had another situation. A car was traveling and being tracked following a burglary in Downers Grove. The car was tracked, came up to and into Elk Grove Village. On an abundance of safety, we notified the local school district. They put a soft lockdown on 2 schools in the area. But again, that one was handled very quickly. Within minutes, the driver was arrested, and the other person in the van had gotten into a car and left town right away. So, again, that was a situation where people may have seen a lot of police activity, but that was a situation where there was no need to do an emergency notification. So please understand, these things unfold very quickly and sometimes very fluid in what's happening. What happens today is, as you know, we've talked about during budget, we have cameras throughout this village, just as many communities do and most major highways have. The car today was tracked by camera from Downers Grove up to and into Elk Grove Village. It was being tracked all the way through. By doing that, gives us opportunity to respond quicker to incidents that are going on. By the same token, more people are being caught today than ever before because we have the ability to track people and take care of it. So it's a good thing to have that available, but it also brings to light more incidents maybe coming up. And again, we're reviewing everything to make sure it's done properly and the way it should be for all of our community safety. So we're going to stay on top of it. But again, I'll take responsibility as mayor. And again, I apologize for what happened. Now, the unfortunate thing, the one gentleman that was arrested Thursday night was released within hours because of cashless bail. So they're out right away. And I'm not sure what happened to today's arrest. I know the one we caught in Elk Grove, the other one's caught in DuPage County. He was arrested too. So I'm not sure if they're already free or not, but that's another issue for another time to discuss. So I want to make sure people are aware of it, we're on top of it, and like anything, we learn and we try to do better in the future. So with that said, I'd like to invite our firefighters from the Union Representation Board on down.
What was that?
Like that?
No.
Play a little tapping. Okay, tonight, well, first off, I'm going to each of you guys introduce yourself, give your rank, what you.
Feedback, yeah.
Mike Foster, I'm a lieutenant of the fire department and vice president of the union.
I'm Tom Wind, I'm a lieutenant as well, and I'm the president of Local 2340.
Mauricio Galarza. I'm a firefighter and I'm the trustee on the union board.
Okay, we have a lot of things going on here in the village.
Something's going on.
That good?
Hold it
Okay.
farther away.
A lot of.
Yeah,
Now it went off.
don't hold it so close.
It went off.
Oh.
It went to red light.
Didn't like what yours. Please stand by.
I wonder if the battery's out.
No, it's
Oh,
on.
I can hear it.
Can you, does it work back there?
Never mind.
Hold it further away.
Yeah.
Okay, this is one of the good things went on. If you remember last year, actually a year ago now, we just did a record time length contract with the police department, 4 years. And the fire department, we decided their contract comes up in May 1st of next year. So we said, let's get together and talk. And I'll tell you something, to show how well, unlike what you see, unfortunately, like with the UAW, auto workers, all that, we work well with our employees, our departments. That's why I tell people all the time, we're like a family. Yeah, families have arguments sometimes, deep discussions, but we always come together as one group. We did that with the firemen, or the policemen last year. A couple years ago, we did a public works. We did a rate-length 5-year contract with them. So we started meeting with the policemen. We met on a Thursday afternoon, 2 hours, and that included lunch. 2 hours, including lunch, we were able to put together a record 5-year contract that goes in effect next May 1st of 24, runs till April 30th of 29, and it went smoothly. And that's the way it should be. We want to make sure we take care of our men and women that serve this community, and we also watch out for the taxpayers of this community. It's a partnership. And I got to say, you guys were phenomenal. We had give and take. Some areas, I was like the middle guy sometimes, because I have Matt was there, and Nathan, our acting fire chief, was there. I was like the middle guy. I look at the fire guys and go, do we really want to do that? Or I look at our guys and say, can't we really do that for them? And it was great. It was give, take, discuss, talk. Some things they wanted. Some things they didn't get. But that's the way it should be. Now, no offense, George, but once again, no lawyers in the room.
None taken.
Hence, 2 hours, done. But that's the way it should be. Our guys and girls in the fire department, as they do in every department we have, do a phenomenal job. They do a phenomenal job. And we want to be fair with them on their contracts. They deserve that. And I give them credit. They're fair back with us. It's a two-way street. We started doing this, probably about 10, 12 years ago, because I know this is the second or third contract that you guys have done it. I know we've done 2 or 3 at the police and a couple with Public Works. So since we started doing this, we get together on an afternoon, and usually within a few hours, for the most part, we're done. And that's great. But that shows you the quality people we have working in this village. These men and women would do anything to protect you, to help you, and fire policemen, save you. No hesitation. And that's class people. And I'm telling you something, it is such a pleasure to actually negotiate, which I never thought I'd say. It's a pleasure to sit down and negotiate new contracts with our people. And you guys were phenomenal. I can't thank you enough. And very fair. And that's what you want. You want something that's fair for everyone. So we're here tonight to sign this record-length contract. We're excited about it. We're glad we got it done. And again now, the police are for 3.5 more years, Public Works for 2.5 more years, fire will be for 5.5 years. That's nice because that gives you stability and keeps everything calm and going forward for the community. And it makes it nice for them because they have stability in their lives too. They can let their spouse know, hey, we're set, we're good, here's what's going to happen. So I just want to do a little thank you to you guys, to all of our employees. We work well here in Elk Grove. We're partners. Like I say, we're family. I truly believe that. We take each other as family. We had a police officer just have an issue, and we're taking care of him. So that's the way it should be, and we're thank you. So I want to, on behalf of the community, thank you three and everyone in the department for willing to step up, work together, and do what's best for all of us. So, which one?
We're going to give it to the president.
Well, we would like to thank you as well, Mayor Johnson, for all the hard work and support that we feel as membership here. We thank you, board, for supporting us and agreeing to a contract that we can live with for the next 5 years. And we'd just like to thank everybody who was part of the team that helped negotiate and come up with all the stats and figures that we needed to come up with good numbers to show you what we needed to be equal with our comparables. But again, we would like to thank you for all the hard work that you guys give to us, the new buildings, the new apparatus, chiefs as well. We all seem to be working together as a nice family. So thank you very much on behalf of Local 2340.
Now, you probably remember, how long have you been on the department? So you remember what it used to be like. We've come a long way. And that, yes, and that's why it's nice. I mean, we got there and get done. And again, people say, we've got the best people working. I always brag. We've got the best. We back the Blue 1,000%. We back our firemen 1,000%. Firefighters, sorry. We back all of our staff. Public Works, everyone 1,000%. Well, we got the best people. That's why we make sure we give them the best to work with. Best equipment, best places, firehouses, Public Works garages, police station. Because Elk Grove Village deserves nothing but the best. And that's why, like I said briefly before, when something like what happened Thursday night occurs, we got to address it. We will. Again, but that's why also I have no problem taking responsibility. The buck stops at my table. I have no problem with that. And again, I'm glad we could sit down and get this done and move forward. So again, guys, we'll go ahead and get the signing done. If anyone deserves chocolates tonight, you guys do. So guys, again, on behalf of the village, thank you. Everyone back there, thank you very much. We appreciate it. We cannot thank you for everything, enough for everything you do for us. We know you guys will be there for us. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you. Thanks so much.
Spread out your friends, partners.
Thank you.
Hey guys, don't forget, ladies, get there. Thank you very much.
You can fold the chairs up. Looks better on TV.
Far cry from the old days, huh, George?
Indeed.
Hey, if you guys, ladies, want to go, you're free to go now if you want to. So, but thank you. If you want to stay, it's you, but I'd get going. George is going to speak soon, so go ahead. Thanks again for everything. Thank you. Okay, that wasn't too bad, was it?
Yeah, but why don't you give me the option to leave before you talk?
No, they wouldn't. We're on to trustees, but isn't that nice? I mean, Chris, you're the last one remembering the old days. What a difference, huh?
Oh my gosh, sitting in, yes, and we had teams, we all had to work.
Hours and hours
Yeah.
negotiating all that. I mean, it's gone. I mean,
Treat people fairly.
and that's, and they're, what's great is they're fair too. Police, same thing, we
Right.
negotiated last year. They're fair. You know, like I say, I honestly sit there, Matt knows, Nathan knows, you know, I look at them and I go to Matt and Nathan, go, well, what they're asking for seems okay, that seems fair. And then sometimes I look at those guys, that's not, what you ask for, come on, guys, that's not realistic, that's, you know, but no, that's the way it should be, give and take and back and forth. And, but 2 hours, that was one of the fastest, I think. And it included lunch, so they did good.
Oh, lunch.
Yeah. Okay, so with that said, trustees report. We'll start today with trustee Prochnow.
Oh, thank you. I'm looking to see either side of me. On Thursday, September 21st, I attended the Community Character Coalition 20th Anniversary Breakfast, which was a wonderful event. And looking back, Trustee Feichter and I were on the original committee that started it 20 years ago. And to see how far you've come and grown and the impact you have on the community is just amazing. So thank you very much for continuing with that. On the same day, I also attended the Greater O'Hare Business Expo at the Boomer Stadium. The village was represented. We had a booth there and got some good visits from people. And just a reminder that we still have our village farmers market every Saturday morning through the end of October from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. in the village parking lot. We still have a variety of vendors with fresh produce, bakery goods, assorted items. Last week I had my knives cut, professionally sharpened. And this week's special event, every week we have a special event, and this week's event is Make a Scarecrow, hosted by the Elk Grove Village Garden Club. For a minimal fee, you can bring your family and build your own scarecrows for your front yard. Some of the other remaining events, October 7th is the annual pet parade. October 21st is Halloween at the market with a children's parade. And October 28th is the last day of the outdoor market. But good news, November 4th is the first day of the indoor market. And that concludes my report.
Thank you. Trustee Jeffrey Charles Flanky.
I think something's under the village lawyer.
No, trust me, there's nothing down there. Thank you.
I would just like to mention about the Oktoberfest. The parade was wonderful. The rain stopped right before it started, but it seemed like everybody from the parade came to Oktoberfest afterward. We had probably we did have the best Saturday we've ever had. Families were showing up even into the evening, and that's what this whole thing was about. I was sitting here with George about 8 o'clock at night and just noticing everybody standing doing the chicken dance was kind of scary, but it was, but the whole tent, and then we have a huge tent. There were hundreds of people, probably close to 1,000, I'd say.
I don't recall you and I doing the chicken
No,
dance.
I was chicken. But we had a great night. Friday night wasn't as good, and we're working on bands for that to get more people involved. But we had a great Oktoberfest, best one we've had. So unfortunately, we'll have to make it bigger and better next time.
That's right, because we had a great start, because I was ID checking from 6
It was
to 8.
beautiful weather.
A lot of people coming, but then it kind of like fizzled out.
Fizzled out. I think, again, different bands, like the one we had Saturday, is just works with people and got everybody involved. I think more and more. Plus, with the parade, I was shocked at how many families were there, and that's what this was all about. So, the thing I want to say the most is thank you to our employees. We have the best employees. We couldn't have done this without our employees in just trying to schedule the parade and Oktoberfest, and everybody that came out and volunteered and did jobs, all sorts of different things. Public Works was there, police, fire.
Look at the float the Public Works made for the trustees.
It was a beautiful float. I want to keep it myself, so don't tear it apart if you're listening. But thank you to our employees. We are up here, we tell people, do this, do that, and everybody goes, thank you to us. But it's our employees in every department for all the things that we try to do as a village are phenomenal. So I want to just thank everyone that made us look good. So thank you.
Special thank you to Joe.
To who?
Joe Bush for the parade.
I am
Volunteers.
thinking this guy is brand new. He's not an employee, okay? Let him talk about his own stuff.
Okay.
But
That'll be the next half hour, okay?
plus that was parade. This is Oktoberfest.
We were talking about the parade.
How do they know to get to Oktoberfest without the parade?
I swear. I don't know.
Whoa!
How do they know where to turn without the balloon?
Okay, the oldest trustee, the oldest trustee. I don't know. I'm stuck in the middle there. My point is, thank you, Elk Grove Village employees. I appreciate everything you guys did to make us look good. That's it. Thank you.
Okay, move on now, Trustee Schmidt.
Yes, I also attended the Character Counts Coalition breakfast, and you come a long way. I was the first representative from the police department on that 20 years ago. Yeah, and congratulations on all the work that I know you're going to talk more about it on your report. That concludes my report.
Thank you. Trustee Miller.
So thank you, Board, and all the community for supporting the Community Character Coalition, because for 20 years it hasn't been as easy to provide service through volunteerism. People seem to not want to volunteer very much these days, but this coalition and the students, Joe gets his students involved and teaches them the purpose of service through volunteerism. And I think it's really important that our village has been recognized as that. And we were recognized by the National Character Counts Board for exceptional service through volunteerism, and our coalition was recognized by the national representative there that on the 21st. On the 24th, we had a service project event where families came to do a service project. And again, they didn't go away with anything. They donated their service project to organizations, such as they made a dog toy for pet rescue pets. They made cards for veterans and soldiers. They made friendship bracelets for friends at schools, so that you took a bracelet to a friend at school. And it was just a very, very wonderful and rewarding service project event. So for 20 years we've been doing that, and hopefully we'll continue for another 20 years. So, and I thank the board for helping to be a sponsor, and the village. You all were a big part of that, so thank you very much. I want to say congratulations to the finance department. So the Government Finance Officers Association recently awarded a Certificate of Achievement for Excellence in Financial Reporting to the village for its comprehensive financial report for the fiscal year 2022. This is the 39th consecutive year the village has received this prestigious award. Congratulations. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Trustee Miller. Trustee Jerish.
I attended several meetings this month. On the 6th, I attended an Interfaith Council meeting, and Christus Victor is going ahead with PADS. It will be a Sunday night into a Monday morning, so they are still looking for volunteers. On the 13th, I attended a Envision Elk Grove meeting in the morning, and in the afternoon, a business leaders or business ambassadors visit, which Trustee Miller will talk about. And I, too, was at the CCC breakfast. It was fun and amazing that this program came out of Duke University and that CCC received that award this year. Had a lot of fun on the float with Trustee Prochnow and Trustee Frankie throwing out candy. And next year I will meter it much better because it was fun and we did run out at the end. But that concludes my report.
Thank you. Trustee Bush.
October 13th, Elk Grove High School plays against Rolling Meadows High School in football, also in conjunction with the Cereal Bowl, where both Elk Grove High School and Rolling Meadows collect cereal to be donated to the Township Food Pantry. Right now, the food pantry is serving about 700 families. When we started this program 7 or 8 years ago, it was serving about 50 to 100 families, so there is a demand for cereal. Last year, between the two schools, we collected about 2,000 boxes, which is a big deal. So if you want to go to the football game, you can bring a box of cereal that night, or you can drop it off at the foyer of Elk Grove High School, or find me in order to do that. But it's a nice competition between the two schools. And coincidentally, the principals of the school are married. So it's Principal Kelly and Principal Kelly. So my job is on the line if we lose to his wife. So hopefully we can continue to do that. And then down the line, October 28th, it's going to be Make a Difference Day, where members from the CCC and Elk Grove High School will be standing outside of Jewel, and as people walk in, we hand them a flyer and ask them while they're shopping if they'd be interested in donating an additional item, whatever that could be, soap or toothpaste or toilet paper, something like that. And we get very, very good results. And then Tasty Catering is generous enough to provide a worker as well as a truck to then bring that stuff over to the Township Food Pantry. So 2 big events coming up in October that you can make a difference for people in the community. And that concludes my report.
I didn't realize that
I didn't either.
They were married.
Principal Paul Kelly's
just
got
let it out
his
in
wife
public.
is a principal at Rolling Meadows.
Yeah, she was at the central office and then moved over to Rolling Meadows when their previous principal retired.
Okay, I didn't know. That's interesting. That's good. Okay, thank you, Trustee Bush. Move on now. Accounts payable warrant for September 26, 2023.
I move that we approve the accounts payable warrant for September 26, 2023 in the amount of $489,194.07.
Second?
We have a motion by Trustee Prochnow, second by Trustee Miller. Jen, will you call the roll, please?
Trustee Jerish?
Excuse me, aye.
Trustee Miller?
Aye.
Trustee Prochnow?
Aye.
Trustee Schmidt?
Aye.
Trustee Frankie?
Aye.
Trustee Bush?
Aye.
Motion passes 6-0. And we move on now to the account or the consent agenda. Tonight we have items A is in Allegheny through H as in Highlanders. I need a motion.
So moved.
Second?
We have a motion by Trustee Frankie, second by Trustee Miller. But I want to note, papers we got had letter A on it.
That's a
It should have been letter H.
that's a regular agenda.
I think you guys need to vote, or you should have voted on the item that's under your report.
It's not on the consent agenda.
I'm confused now.
You want it
an
under
addendum.
the mayor's report, so that's why it's
That's
under
what
the
we-
mayor's report.
Oh.
Yeah.
See it?
But let's go back.
No, I wanted to do the
No,
sign on the mayor's report. I didn't care if we voted on the mayor's report.
Can't send an agreement technically until you execute it.
Ah, that's fine. No one knows different. Okay, so take off that and make it then A, H, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, wait. B, G, F, G, H. So A through G should be the consent. So let me withdraw the previous motion and we'll redo it. So A as in Allegheny through G as in Gorgeous George.
I don't even know if I could agree with that.
So could I get a motion? Could I get a motion?
So moved.
And second?
Second.
Okay, motion by trustee Frankie, second by trustee Prochnow. Now, will the clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Frankie?
Aye.
Trustee Jerish?
Aye.
Trustee Miller?
Aye.
Trustee Prochnow?
Aye.
Trustee Schmidt?
Aye.
Trustee Bush?
Aye.
Motion passed 600. So this is how thick the new
Yeah.
contract is?
It's actually thicker than, twice as thick as the agenda.
You agree? Holy cow. That's a lot. Okay, now, let's do then on the mayor's and board of trustees report, let's do item A, which is the new contract between the Elk Grove Village Firefighter Association Local 2340 and the Elk Grove Village, the Village of Elk Grove Village. I need a motion.
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by trustee Frankie, second by trustee Jerish. Now what I gotta do?
It's for resolution 4923.
Yeah.
Okay, it's just saying that for the record.
For the record. Jen, can you call the roll, please?
Trustee Miller?
Aye.
Trustee Prochnow?
Aye.
Trustee Schmidt?
Aye.
Trustee Bush?
Aye.
Trustee Frankie?
Aye.
Trustee Jerish?
Aye.
Motion passes 6-0. Yeah, I just thought we goofed up on the letters, and that's why I just put it in there. So, okay, so that is complete. Done with that. There's no items regular agenda. Anything under Plan Commission, Mr. Roan?
No items under Plan Commission and no items under Zoning Board of Appeals.
So we'll have the next item from the Plan Commission last time come up on the next meeting?
Yeah.
Okay. Zoning Board of Appeals, nothing. Recycling Waste Committee, trustee Frankie.
No report.
Judiciary Planning and Zoning Committee, trustee Prochnow.
No report.
Capital Improvements Committee, trustee Schmidt.
Yes, I'm happy to report that most of the residential construction, street construction is done on the area west of Arlington and east of 53. Correct, Colby? There's just some minor things that have to be taken care of. And now they're working on Area 4, Zone 4, that was in our previous newsletter. They're on the west side of the village, and they're moving along over there, and hopefully that project will be completed probably by November, I would think. For sure, okay. So weather, I know they were gonna lay some concrete today, but they had to call off because of the weather. So the weather has delayed a little bit, but it's moving along quite well. And that concludes my report.
Thank you. Cable Television Committee, trustee Jerish.
No report.
Youth Committee, trustee Bush.
No report.
Information Committee, trustee Miller.
So I do have some information from the police Facebook page that said, please be aware that police and Elk Grove Village Fire Department members will be participating in a training taking place inside the building located at 75 Turner Avenue. There will be a police and fire vehicle present in that area between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. starting today, September 26th. Through Thursday, September 28th. All of the training will be held inside the building, and there's no impact to the surrounding area. So I think it's important that people, when they see the police and fire and they want to know what's going on, this is a good information from the Facebook page, so I appreciate that. Dates for your calendars. Here's some really interesting ones. Again, the Elk Grove Police Department will invite you to National Coffee with a Cop Day on Wednesday, October 4th, next Wednesday, from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. at McDonald's on Meacham Road, 947 Meacham Road. Enjoy a complimentary coffee and meet our officers. That's next Wednesday. The fire department is going to have their annual open house on Sunday, October 7th, noon to 3. Fire station number 7, it's right here on Biesterfield. Come and explore safety exhibits, fire apparatus and ambulances, demonstrations, and meet the firefighters and paramedics. Dr. Holman, I think we talked about this last time. Dr. Holman is a dentist here in Elk Grove Village. He will be having free dental day for those in need on Friday, October 13th from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. And that's located on 8 East Devon Avenue in Elk Grove Village. It's based on a first-come, first-served basis. Get started with your Halloween decorations because the Elk Grove Village Leo and Lions Club are holding a Halloween house decorating contest. Last year, I couldn't believe some of the houses that were decorated. It was amazing. This is information that's in the newsletter. And we'll talk more about Halloween and trick-or-treating next month. And then our next coffee with the board is Saturday, November 4th, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. in the Village Hall. That concludes my report.
Okay, thank you. Move on now, Business Leaders Forum, Trustee Schmidt.
Yes, we had an ambassador visit. I couldn't attend it, but Trustee Miller attended it, so I'll turn it over to you to talk about your ambassador visit.
Thank you. Yeah, the ambassadors, we had a really great visit. I'm going to actually show some props. Do you want to help me?
Yeah.
All right.
Can we hold the bucket up?
Yeah, can you hold the bucket for me?
There's a bucket.
So we went to. Show what
Now we know why
So
he's
there
a
are
teacher.
cleaning supplies
He's got the
in
right
this
shoes on
bucket.
for this work,
The
too.
place we went to was Ramrod Distribution, and it's located in the industrial park on Delta Lane. They have been Chicagoland's distributor of cleaning supplies since 1947. With over 50,000 items available, Ramrod is a company source for paper towels, hand care, toilet tissue, cleaning chemicals, equipment, and repairs. 40% of their business are the school districts, especially the local school districts, park districts and churches, and other industrial companies, healthcare facilities, including Northwestern Hospital. So last year, one of the things that they did was celebrate their 75th anniversary. So I want to really give a shout out to Mike Halverson and Ramrod Distribution. They were awesome and great cleaning supplies. And if you are interested, you can either contact Ramrod Distribution or one of us. That concludes my report. It was an awesome visit.
Thank you.
Awesome display.
Just a minute.
Thank you for helping me.
Yeah, thanks, Vanna White.
Anna, thank you.
My brother was on Wheel of Fortune in 1985.
Really?
Yeah.
Did he win?
He won for 2 days. It never got the final prize, but that was when you got to shop around and put your, and then he lost on the third day.
Oh.
So he made some money, though.
Made some money. Got a lot of products, a lot of random stuff.
That's good.
Did he get a bucket like that?
No,
though?
televisions, big screens,
Oh,
radios.
nothing that good.
No, vacation, a trip, a little bit
Nothing
of
wrong
money.
with that.
All worked out.
Okay, we move on now. Health and Community Services, Trustee Prochnow.
No report.
Personnel Committee, Trustee Schmidt.
No report.
Airport update, nothing to report at this time. Parade Committee, we talked about it earlier. Parade went well. Looking forward to next year. We have a wrap-up meeting coming up Monday. Now, we're hearing the good news is the band concerts for the marching band is going to take place the week before the parade next year. So hope is we get some good high school bands in our parade. Midsummer Classic Concert Series update. No update yet.
There is no update.
No dip. Okay, hopefully soon, though. Special Events Committee, our next special event will be the tree lighting, which is a Friday after Thanksgiving. And don't cry, because we got the Crying Shames coming. So the provided fireworks, Crying Shames at 4:30, fireworks and tree lighting at 5:30, Santa coming. Should be a great time.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Okay. No report on the Liquor Commission, and the report that Mr. Knickerbocker and I wait for with bated breath before every board meeting, report from our beloved village manager.
No report.
And wasn't that great?
It was.
I mean, it just, I
Got a
get
couple
tingles.
of it.
I just tingle.
I'm
I just-
excited.
Yeah,
It's concise.
it's unbelievable. Thank you. I know our clerk's got some good news. Jen?
Yes. We just received confirmation that Elk Grove Village will be an early voting site for the March 19th, 2024 presidential primary election.
So, again, we get to host, which makes it convenient for everybody involved. Very good. Thank you. Look on the attorney, as usual, there's nothing there, so no unfinished business. Any new business items from trustees? Seeing none, I do know a Mr. Meyer, I believe, reading it, is here to address the board. Oh, Mr. Meyer? Can you come, I'm sorry, would you mind coming down the microphone so we do it? Come on down.
He wants to be at the Talbot Bill meeting.
Huh?
I think you know, want to be here.
Are you at the wrong location, you think?
I think so.
Well, you know, I'll be honest with you, Mr. Mayor. We're looking up here, we're passing back and forth. Why is he there about the roof? I go,
Yeah.
So-
Miller's having a meeting, but I don't
Mayor?
know when that is. I got notice too.
Mayor?
about it.
Yeah, they said it was today, you know.
Jen.
oh,
Mayor,
Jen?
there's a meeting downstairs also for room A, B, and C for, it could be Talbot's, there's a
Yeah.
association meeting.
Okay,
no.
just go the stairs there, straight down, you walk right into
Hope they're
it.
still
Okay.
there.
Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Sorry.
Really nice to
Thank
see
you,
you.
sir.
Sure you don't want to say anything as long as Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, that's good. Let's talk yes.
Okay, so, did anybody else wish to address the board tonight? If not, yes, come on down, sir. Just state your name and address for the record, please. Why walk down, Sampson? How's the hair doing? Turn sideways.
Oh, yeah.
Looks good.
Yeah.
Looks good. Okay, sir, it's all yours.
Hi, Board. Hi, trustees. Hi, Mayor. Michael Urban, 170 Willow Lane, Elk Grove Village.
Thank you.
I had two questions. One of them was the Snap Canna dispensary. I know the village board passed the 3% tax, which I'm glad they did. I'm not too sure why it took 28 days to do so. Usually it's in reverse. And the village has been, they know this dispensary is going to open for a while. So they've had time to, put this tax forward. So in reality, it's 28 days of lost tax revenue. Does anybody know how much tax was lost?
That we don't have because we don't have their sales yet. Reason that was done that way, Mr. Urban, was when it was first proposed to communities if they wanted to opt in or opt out of collecting revenue off of a dispensary, this board was not sure if it wanted to. We weren't sure if we wanted to have one in Elk Grove. Reason being, it kind of goes contradictory to our Elk Grove Cares program, which we talked about again tonight, all the good it's doing. So we had kind of looked at it, studied it, and all that, and then decided at this point, now that it's here, it's open, all this, that we'd go on. So it was done for a reason, and we've now decided to go ahead with it. The board voted tonight to accept it and go forward with it. So that's why it was delayed to this point.
And I'm glad to hear because the state and county already collect on taxes, so the village could collect too.
Now, we do collect some tax already.
Okay.
We do get our 2%, 1% plus the 1% home rule village tax.
Okay.
So we do get 2%.
Okay.
Now, I'm starting in January, we'll get 5%. So, but that's why we held off, because it was a tough decision for some board members because, like I say, working hard to fight the disease of addiction, the information goes back and forth with cannabis, whether it's addicting or not and stuff, so the board wanted to wait till that time. Obviously, it's been a number of years, and finally came to fruition when Snap Canna came to Elk Grove. So that's the reason why we held off.
Okay. I have one more
Sure.
question. Last night I was at the Plan Commission. They were talking about the Arthur J. Rogers Industrial Park being replaced with possibly 4 data centers, a campus development. There was a gentleman there, a business owner, that rents out of a business that's on Old Higgins Road, and other business owners around that immediate area where he is located. They saw the signs planted on the property saying there was going to be a plan commission, this and that, meeting. And then when he was talking with the other business owners, they were saying, oh, it's just hearsay. And when TA Realty came to speak on that, they said they're talking with the Arthur J. Rogers leasing office and with Phase 1 people that are affected minimum. So that means Phase 2 people, they won't even talk to, just like that gentleman wasn't. And I know it's going to be on the next board's agenda because the Plan Commission approved it 7-0. And I fear that those business owners, great businesses in that Arthur J. Rogers Industrial Park, let me tell you, cheesecake factories, makers, Mother's Milk Bank, and nonprofits, Windy City Tool Bank, and just great companies in general. I just hate to see them blindsided like this, and to hear that TA Realty is doing the kind of bare minimum. Is there anything the village could do between now and the next board meeting to make sure, because as far as I could read the situation, those people might not get their voices heard because they're not told as they should be told. And it's unfortunate that kind of TA Realty is kind of not doing their best of coming forward to those renters and businesses and saying, here, what's going on with the property going forward.
Property,
Um,
who gets the notices?
Does each tenant or does the property owner get notice of the public hearing?
Will it be the landlord of the businesses that has been working directly with TA? We get the notice for the hearing?
The notice about the public hearing last night, would that have gone to each renter or just the property owner? Just what?
Property owners.
Property owner, okay.
The signs have been posted at every frontage, so you would have seen them as you were going.
Well, from my understanding last night, that's why that one gentleman came, because he saw the sign and all that. Now, TA owns all the property, do they not? Yeah. So TA is right now the owner of the property. They already own it. And, you know, I would have hoped they would have reached out to him. But that's why the signs are posted, which I know the property owner that came last night said he saw the sign. That's how he knew to come last night. He saw the sign. That's why we require posting of signs in case you don't hear a word. But TA owns it. We are working already with a number of those businesses. Our Sue Dees, who does our economic development, is already working with a number of the businesses about relocating. But it's a several-year process. So that's why some of these businesses will be here, could be there for 4 or 5 years, because they're going to build it in phases as they go through. But we can let TA know. They should be good landlords, reaching out and letting the tenants know what's going on. Now, sometimes, you know, they may have done it, and the owner didn't get it, or didn't want it, or not like that. But we'll remind TA, they should let their tenants know what's going on. Because it passed last night, actually it was 8-0. It passed with the Plan Commission, which bodes well for when it comes before the board and stuff like that. So, yeah, we do want to try to save all the businesses too, locate a new location in Oak Grove, and try to keep them going. Or if they locate somewhere else, that possibly could happen too. But we should try to help them, and we'll let TA know to do a better job reaching out to them. Because they should. You're exactly right.
I totally agree. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Board, for your time. Thank you very much.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, anything else? Helen, you're back.
I am. We're out of town till last Friday, so we missed out on a lot of stuff, I guess.
So you missed, but you made it for the Oktoberfest.
No, we weren't in Vegas.
Oh, still in Vegas?
We were gone almost 2 weeks.
Whoa.
Is there any money left there?
I was going to say, did you bring anything back with you, or you leave it all there?
That's another story. We couldn't get back in time. They ended up in Minneapolis and couldn't get back to Chicago, so we were a day late coming back. It was kind of 95 where we were.
Well, we're glad you're back.
Thank you.
That's good.
And you're coming. You're coming next month.
Yeah, the 24th.
24th, yes.
We'll be there, looking forward to it, a lot to talk about.
Yes.
Hopefully by then, sometimes in the past, you guys got a sneak peek of the summer concerts coming up.
Yeah.
So let's see if hopefully we can get that put together. We'll see what happens. So that's good. Okay. Emo, how's everything going today?
As usual, excellent for a Tuesday evening, and I especially like George's new nickname, Gorgeous George.
Whoa.
Thank you, Emil.
And Emo, you're right. And you know what's amazing about it, Emo? My tongue didn't fall off when I said it. I was worried about it. I was trying to catch
Understandably
it.
so.
Oh, good.
Believe me, if we found a way to do that, we would do it.
You give me in tomorrow morning, Emo?
Yes.
Okay, we'll see you then. Okay, nothing else? No one else? I need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Pardon?
Second.
Second. I have a motion by trustee Bush. Nice shoes. And
you.
trustee Schmidt.
You like the
Jim?
shoes, right?
Jim, will you call the roll, please?
Trustee Schmidt?
Aye.
Trustee Bush?
Aye.
Trustee Frankie?
Aye.
Trustee Jerish?
Aye.
Trustee Miller?
Aye.
Trustee Prochnow?
Aye.
And no press tonight. It'll be a quick exit. Meeting adjourned.